How many of you were here yesterday? Okay, only a few. Those who weren't here, they tell me there's video, so you can see the outline of what I'm going to do all week. I'll give you a little piece of it, just so we all know where we're at. I'm going to spend the week responding to a prayer that St. Vincent wrote, which was a prayer asking that we learn how to pray well. And I'm going to do that using the Hail, Holy Queen as a text and kind of talk about how we can pray that more deeply, more profoundly, as devotees of Our Lady and as followers of Jesus Christ. How we can pray better with that prayer that we all know so well. So, one of the ways that's helpful is to examine prayers and know where they came from, how they came to be the way they are, and look at that and say, how are we going to interpret that for our time? How are we going to let that prayer sit in our moment? And Jesus was fond of doing that. You heard it today. He did it today. He says to them, you have heard it said, such and such a thing. Eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Where did they hear that said? In their scriptures. Frighteningly so. No? And he said, well, I'm gonna reinterpret this. We need to find another way of understanding how you respond to violence in the world. And I'm going to tell you what that is. The church does it as well. She takes the profound teachings and tries to make them deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper as the years go by. You know, if you read Catholic papers or magazines, you'll hear this thing about continuity of doctrine. What they're saying is that we take the ancient teaching of the church and we set it anew in the situation and we understand it more profoundly. We don't change it, we understand it better. We can do that with the prayers that we know as well. We know the Hail, Holy, ready? Hail, Holy Queen, Mother of Mercy, our life, our sweetness, and our hope. To you do we cry, poor banished children of Eve. To you we also mourning and weeping in this valley of tears. So we don't need to have a class on that one, that's for sure. So, Hail, Holy Queen, Mother of Mercy. Mother of who? Mother of who? You know, it's whenever we use a title for Mary, we're always talking about her principal motherhood, Mother of Jesus, Mother of God. And a piece of it is captured in the title. Mother of Mercy, Mother of the Church, Mother of Divine Consolation. All of these things are to help us understand what that title, Mother, means. It's something about Jesus all the time that we're talking about. So when we say, Hail, Holy Queen, Mother of Mercy, we're saying, Hail, Holy Queen, Mother of Jesus, who is mercy. You can look our life, our sweetness, our hope. Who is our life? Jesus. No, the prayer keeps going back there. He is our way, our truth, our life, our sweetness, our hope. You can keep adding and adding adjectives to that. To thee do we cry, poor banished children of Eve. As a human race, were we banished? Yeah. Do we have access to paradise now? Yes. No? So in that phrase, there's more to be said. Poor banished and restored children of Eve. Poor children once banished, but banished no more. No? And let that fill us with hope, and with faith in that moment. To thee do we send up our sighs, Only sighs? No. Our joys, our triumphs, our hopes. No, it depends where the next line says it, mourning and weeping. And that when we're mourning and weeping, it's sighs that come out, for sure. Is this only a valley of tears? No. Some days, yes. No, how many of us have sat by the bedside of someone that we loved? And on that day, we know we're in the valley of tears. It's the only thing that we have. But other days, it's not. No. This is not just a valley of sorrow. Why? Because Jesus has come and lived among us. It's the valley of grace amidst the sorrow and amidst the joys. It's the place where we will meet God face to face every day, where we will hear God every day if we have eyes to see and ears to hear. It's more than the prayer says. Turn then, O most gracious advocate. I will send you another advocate. Who is Jesus talking about? The Holy Spirit. So in our Catholic faith, when we believe that we have one advocate and many advocates with a small a, this, like St. Anthony as well, But when we say that word, we need to find our way into the mystery of the Trinity a little bit and say we want the Holy Spirit present in our lives as well. Turn then, most gracious advocate, thine eyes of mercy towards us. So mercy somehow comes by way of the Holy Spirit in our lives. It's as if the Holy Spirit is Jesus' way of communicating in the here and now to us. And after this, our exile. Exile? Truly, our home is in heaven. But has this world been sanctified by his death and resurrection? Certainly. So again, it's more than a place of exile. It's a place of encounter. It's a place of love. It's a place of grace. It's a place of the permanent presence of Jesus. That's where we live. No? So in some sense, the exile is true. We have a true home. But the place where we live is not only a place of exile. It's a place of encounter. And then the last line before the acclamations, show unto us the blessed fruit of thy womb. That's the heart of the prayer. The whole first part of the prayer is a way of honoring Mary until we get to the real petition. Show us the blessed fruit of thy womb. Show us Jesus. Lead us to Jesus. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're asking for. O clement, O loving, O sweet Virgin Mary. All of this week, we'll examine those phrases piece by piece to try to know them a little more profoundly. Why? It'll help us pray better, for sure. But also, I was going to say también, also, it helps us become better missionaries of mercy, because we can help people understand more deeply why we're so attached to our Blessed Mother. Why? Because if we pay close attention to the traditions surrounding her, we're going to know and love Jesus more deeply. And that's what she wants. That's what she wants from all of us. So we'll continue this week and in this celebration, praying deeply, asking Jesus through Mary to teach us to pray better so that we might be more aware of his presence in our midst and the grace that he is about to give in this very moment. We continue with this Eucharist, giving thanks to God through Jesus in the power of the Holy Spirit. We continue this week as people who want to understand more deeply. My 3 questions from yesterday. Who is she for us? Who is Mary for us? Who is Jesus for us? And who are we because of that?